What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cass here, and we are here to deep dive into a what if scenario. What if Ryan Tannehill gets injured in 2022? So, this whole question will be, would you believe in a guy that's been here a long time, a guy who has showed in college that he is a significant passer, and that being Logan Woodside? Or you go with the upside, a guy that might not be pro ready, but is a extremely good talent, and that being Malik Willis. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna go through the statistics. And we're gonna go through everything. But above all else, remember to tighten up.
Tell them boys to tighten up, tighten up.
Let me hear you say it.
Whole city getting hype now. Tell them boys to tighten up, tighten up.
Let me hear you say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are. To break it down as more of an equal concept, we're going to go off their college statistics. Logan has played a couple of years in the NFL. Was on the 2018, was drafted by the Bengals in 2018. Played for the AAF in 2019. Would later go on to sign with Tennessee in 2019. Has been with us since. So, you've got a guy in Logan Woodside who his first 2 years his first year as a full starter was in 2014 as a sophomore, where he threw 2,263 yards, 19 touchdowns, 8 picks. I want y'all to make sure y'all are watching this. Yes, and by the way, I do understand that this is in the MAC conference. It's a much easier division than other divisions in college football, but we'll get to that also with Malik Willis going forward. So, his junior year, he did not play. He would actually end up I can't remember. I actually think he would end up getting a red shirt this year. I don't remember if it was a medical red shirt or an actual red shirt, but he would end up having another year of eligibility. His 2016 campaign was the year that I think you have to look at. He had 418 attempts on 289 yards, 289 completions, with 4,129 yards and 45 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. That's a really good season in college. In a weaker conference, yes, but still very good. And he had not a lot of help beside him. His second year took a little bit of a downslip, not with interceptions, but with touchdowns, and barely with yards, but at least touchdowns. But overall, a really good college career for Logan Woodside. It's just he wasn't drafted to be given the opportunity. Tennessee brought him in as a free agent signing because he very much plays off that play action offense, and was exactly what they were looking for in a backup quarterback and a quarterback in general. Because you got to think they traded for Ryan Tannehill with ideas of him being the backup, knowing that he would be a good play action quarterback, because that's what they wanted to mold Marcus into being. So when Ryan was able to eventually take the job, they had to find another quarterback that was excellent play action. That's Logan Woodside. Logan Woodside was excellent in play action at Toledo, and has shown that he can be good in play action in preseason games. What I would say is I don't completely dislike the idea of, if something was to happen to Ryan this season, I don't hate the idea of starting Logan over Malik, because I think Logan gives you the biggest opportunity to win now, which is where I think our team is. Malik it's been shown that Malik is not a persistent passer and has had trouble so far learning pro level offense. And he's apparently doing very good, though, in camp. But see, Liberty is an independent class. They are an independent school. They pick their own schedules. They did not have a hard schedule the 2 years that Malik was there. I would argue the MAC was tougher in 2015 to 17 than Liberty's independent schedules from 2020 to 2021. Yeah, Liberty played Auburn, but when they played Auburn, they got smacked. I like Malik. I just think you can't rush him out there, because if you rush him out there, you risk your QB getting hit a lot early. Say this is all a what if scenario anyway, but say if Ryan gets hurt for a significant amount of time, I don't think you could just rush Malik out there and risk halting his development. I think the smartest plan is you already have Logan on a deal. Play with Logan, see what he can do. Maybe he ends up Malik's the starter next year. And maybe Logan's the backup for Malik, or Logan goes on to get a job somewhere else. But I believe you have to think of the development of the player that you want to succeed, which is Malik Willis. You have to think of it that way. Because if you don't, then you end up halting development. You have an RG3 situation or a Johnny Manziel's situation where you're just throwing out the QB for no apparent reason. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was just my idea on this what if scenario. If you guys like it, remember hit the like button. If you really like it, subscribe. But above all else, remember to tighten up.
Tell them boys to tighten up. Tighten up.
Let me hear you say it.
Whole city getting hype now. Tell them boys to tighten up. Tighten up.
Let me hear you say it.
Need